Hey you guys, this is another EdPuzzle video, of course, and I'm working off of packet 5, which is creating inequalities, and this is the last page of that packet, page 4. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. So number 1 says, Cameron is purchasing a shipping label subscription to make shipping easier for his new business. The startup fee is $500 plus plus $7.50 per month. Write a model for this situation. Okay, so they're asking us, is it an equation or an inequality? So we have some like signal words that we could think of to help us figure out if it's an equation or an inequality. And those words may be like exactly. And for inequality, we may see less than or more than. Those are really the words that signal us that it's an inequality. But we don't really see those going on here. It's going to be clear to Cameron. He's going to pay X amount of dollars for a Y amount of dollars for X amount of months. So I can go ahead and figure out, is this going to be in slope-intercept form or in standard form? So I know slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, and standard form is ax plus by is equal to c. And this one has one rate, and this one has two rates. So this is just some background knowledge that I can use. So now I'm going to go back to the problem and try and pull out what's important. The startup fee being $500 is definitely important, and also $7.50 per month. So I know rates are words, or they're in phrases that have like each or per. So I only see one, and that's $7.50 per month. So for that reason, since I only see one rate, I'm going to go with slope-intercept form. So now I just need to substitute, and I can go ahead and write this, since I know that this is my rate. That would be my M variable, because that's what M stands for. And the startup fee being $500, that would be my B, because that's like the starting point, and I have to pay that fee regardless. So I'm going to make Y equal to $7.50, because we just discussed that that's the M variable, plus 500. We can define X to be a number, that's what that symbol means, of months, and Y equals total cost. So I guess now would be a good time to pause and ask which one is our independent variable and which one is the dependent variable, just to make sure that we're keeping up with our terminology. We can go ahead and move over to number 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 2. It says, suppose that a bird rents for $4 plus 50 cents per hour. You can spend no more than $12. Write a model for this situation. So first they want us to figure out, is this going to be an equation or an inequality? So in the equations, that's what we've been working with. They have the equal sign. The two sides should be equal to each other. Then we also have inequalities. And I'm going to write, this is greater than. This is our less than. So does it say that we need to spend exactly $12, or does it say we need to spend more than or less than, or no more than or no less than 12? Yes, it says, I'm acting like y'all responding, but yes, no more than 12 signals to us that this is going to be an inequality. Those are the terms that we should look for to highlight to us that it's going to be an inequality. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that. And now we need to figure out if it's going to be in slope-intercept form or standard form. slope-intercept form has 1 rate and standard form has 2 rates. So let's go back to our word problem and see how many rates we can identify. I see, suppose that a bird rents for $4. That's not a rate. But 50 cents per hour, that is a rate. Because I see it, Y per X. For each hour, I'm having to pay 50 cents. That signals to me it's a rate. But I only see one, so I'm going to go with slope-intercept form. And I know the general format for that is y equals mx plus b. Now, this is just our general format, so just be careful because this is not how we're going to turn in our answer. Because, again, we said inequality, so let's just make sure we're keeping up with that. However, since we have identified our rate, this is the rate, and this is our B, our starting point, which is our rental fee, we can go ahead and plug those values in. So I have y equals 0.5 x plus 4. Now over here, I'm going to go ahead and define my variables because they're going to help me. So I know x is equal to the num of hours. And I figured that out because I went up and I seen that it's y per x. So x is going to be my independent variable, which would be the number of hours, and y would be my dependent variable, which would be total cost in dollars. Now, here it says we can spend no more than $12. So our total cost should be no more than 12. So I'm going to substitute 12 for y because that's the total cost we're looking at. And then I have the right hand side, which is going to represent the cost of the bird. So now we need to figure out, should we be using the greater than symbol or the less than symbol? Because I know I don't need the equal symbol, because this is an inequality and not an equation. For that reason, I need to figure out this. I'm going to use the greater than or less than. So should 12 be greater than the cost of the bird, or should 12 be less than the cost of the bird? That's what we need to think about, and we can look here and think about that, and also look here, because it says we could spend no more than 12. No more. So we don't want 12 to be greater than the cost of the bird. We want 12 to be less than the cost of the bird. So the cost of the bird should be less than 12. I know inequalities may be a little bit confusing initially, but I'm sure you guys will get the hang of it. It really helps for me personally to write down what my symbols mean and then put that into the context of the problem. So let's take a look at number 3. Okay. In a football game, touchdowns are worth 7 points. I'm going to just go ahead and highlight as I go through. And field goals are worth 3 points. My team needs to score at least 25 points to win. Write the model for this situation. That's not really that important. So, is this an equation or an inequality? It says we need at least 25 points to win. So we could have 26 points and we could win. We could have 27 points and be a winner. So we don't need just 25 to win the game. We just need to have at least 25. So not exactly 25, but at least 25. That to me signals that this is going to be an inequality again. And we can write again what those symbols mean: greater than, and less than. So let's look at the second part. It says slope-intercept form or standard form. We know slope-intercept form has 1 rate and standard form has 2 rates. Well, I see touchdowns and are 7 points, and field goals are 3 points. So each touchdown is 7 points. Each field goal is 3 points. Those are both individual rates. So I'm going to go with standard form. And I know that looks like AX plus BY is equal to C as the general format. But again, this is an inequality, so I do need to pay attention to that and make sure that my final answer suits or reflects that. So A and B are our rates. X and Y are our variables. So the first rate we have is 7, and that's for a touchdown. So I'm going to put 7X. The second rate I have is 3, and that's for each field goal. So I'm going to put 3Y equals C. But now, it tells me what the C is. It tells me what the total theoretically should be. So I'm going to have 25 on the right-hand side. And I'm going to bring down the rest, 7X plus 3Y equals, well, not equals, because this is where we're going to catch that part there. So just to be clear, X is going to be equal to the touchdowns. Yes, I was going to say the number of footballs. Touchdowns. And Y is going to be equal to the number of field goals. And 7X plus 3Y is going to be a calculation of the number of points we collect. And I substituted this 25 for C because this is the points we need. So now we need to figure out if we're going to use a greater than or a less than symbol. Sorry for that long pause. I had to think and get my train of thoughts together. So should we use the greater than or the less than symbol? I'm going to write the number of points we score, because that's going to help us. Should the number of points we score be greater than 25 or less than 25 to match the context of this question if we want to win? It should be greater. But it says at least 25. So to me, that means we can score 25 and win. So that would actually be greater than or equal to. Because 25 makes you a winner, 27 does too. So yes, that would be the final for this question. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys there. There's one more left. So at Chick-fil-A, chicken sandwiches cost $2.40 and chicken nuggets cost $4.50. Write a model for this situation if you have exactly $18 to spend. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight what's important. Chicken sandwiches are $2.40. Chicken nuggets are $4.50. And we have exactly 18. So equations, again, are this inequalities. So, do we want to spend more than 18? No. Do we want to spend less than 18? No. We want to spend exactly $18. So that's going to be an equation because we want this side to be equal to the other side. Now, is this going to be in slope-intercept form or standard form? So let's see. Do we have one rate or do we have two? So each chicken sandwich is $2.40. And each chicken nugget box is $4.50. So those are two individual rates. So I'm going to go ahead and go with standard form because I know this is for two rates. So I have AX plus BY is equal to C. So I know A and B are my rates. x and y is equal to the variables that we're going to define them. C is going to just be our total. And in the context of this problem, it'll be a total amount spent. But we'll get there. So my first rate is going to be A. And that's going to be for the chicken sandwiches that cost $2.40 a piece. So I'm going to put 240x plus $4.50 y. And I'm going to make that equal to C. So now I know that my C is actually going to be $18 for the context of this problem because I want to spend exactly $18. So this would be $2.40 X plus $4.50 Y is equal to 18. And in the context of this problem, X is equal to a chicken sandwich because I see that it corresponds with the price of a chicken sandwich. And Y is the chicken nuggets. So hopefully this video helped explain creating inequalities and equations from word problems fairly well. But of course, leave feedback at the end of the note. I'm greatly accepting it. I'm learning, just like you guys. So yes, enjoy the rest of your day. Wear a mask. Stay safe.